Base, a great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, go.
Lawrence. He's to the 15. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
To Allen on the dump off. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? On red.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Eagle, 60 Eagle.
To throw is Ward. That's complete to DK. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Ward. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
To throw, here's Ward. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go now. Go.
Again, it's Ward. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. The Titans at 4 and 7 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Okay,
ball
ready?
on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready?
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolf.
Out of the gun, Ward. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Ward. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lopez. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
3rd and 2.
Viking, 18. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18, Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
At the 24-yard line.
Come on, ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Bronco 80.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
It's a gain of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
70. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Okay, break.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set, hurt.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They get this out left. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Throw left side complete. That's Cruz. Still on his feet. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Titans 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Ready? Viking 18. Check out.
Ward. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here.
Go! Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
From the gun, Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Get it? Panther 60. Hey, smash. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Bobcat. 65. Ready?
Now Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70.
Play action. It's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
18, 3. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
70, 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, here's Ward. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
A 6-yard
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
12-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Start.
Back to throw. Ward. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout.
No gain on the play.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And
with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Oh, and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Back and 60. Back. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Looking to throw. Moore. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down inside the 30. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Cowboy 80.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go. Ready,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Street, street. 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Nineteen tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Ward. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This was complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Allen has it, left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's brought down. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 14.
Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Red, on the red.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Hey, run!
Again, it's Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Go! 70 Timberwolves, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Looking to throw. Moore. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
18. What's that? Out to the right, out to the right. Walk to the right. Look to hot, look to hot. Why Tony? Hey!
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
118. What's that? We speed left, speed left. Eleven. Hey, south. 19 Texas.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw is Ward. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Ready. Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Stop low 18. Panther Street. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
13 Luke. Safe right. Go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Check smash. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
18.
Now Stroud. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Second and 5.
Hey, easy. Route.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Big 13 heavy.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, run. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
34-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Throwing now, Ward. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for Jim bigG. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10.
On the quick, right? Hey, at 18. That's it.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, Uno Mars.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to DK. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Here comes second down at 5.
Ow, that's right. 18. That's right. You speed less. 11. Why Tony?
Again, it's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Stroud completes his out wide. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
Swap. Another swap. Look the hot. Hey, south.
Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Santos. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a fourth quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got his man Cruz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Jaguar
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. They'll come up now on second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lawrence. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Throwing now, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now second and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
This is first and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Hey, uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars, uno Mars.
Now Stroud. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
42-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, a good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Safe right.
Now Lawrence. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
Hey, Rob.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Hey, go. Hey, Jensen, attack.
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Lawrence will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Now Allen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Allen. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Allen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session.
For the field goal, an 18-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late.